Welcome to the U.K.E-Liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to talk a little bit of mixing. So on tonight we have got myself, Benny Vapes. We have got the one and only The Chair, Bill. We have got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality.
Hello.
We have got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes.
Hello.
We have also got the mixing maestro, which is Tim, Advocate for Liberty, and we've got the one and only famous mixologist himself, Mr. Nevans.
Hello, people.
Hello. So if you are in... Oh, it's a bit... Do you know, right, just lately my thing looks a little bit pixely on my screen, like it's really, really slow.
No.
But everything says...
We're
It
on
says it's
Friday.
all right. Yeah, no, it's coming up on, like YouTube little thing, and it all looks pixelated. So if you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you're in Twat Chat. If you are in Twat Chat, turn it over onto live chat and you'll keep up with everything we are doing. So yeah, that's it. So there you go. I can get everybody up now. We can see what's going on. There you go. Can get you up. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Right, so what we'll do is we will go around and see what everybody's vape machine is. And we will start with Liam.
Tonight I got the Snow Wolf M-Fang UX, the usual mod with a profile 1.5, and in that I am vaping some Donkey Punch, which is strawberry, dragon fruit, and banana. I've also got I keep forgetting what one it is. It's the Voopoo X217 with the Steam Crave Aromamizer Supreme on top, running in RDA. And in that, I am vaping on some key lime pie.
Ooh.
And I will pass it over to Bill.
I knew you were going to do that. I'm psychic today. Yes. I realize it is not Breast Awareness Month, but I still like to, I'm not one to just jump on bandwagons. I think about breast every month.
You need to turn your
I have the
contrast
pink
down
on,
a little bit.
Yeah.
I am on the Graham's Revenge is the juice and the Peacemaker. And since it's Graham's Revenge, I put it on Dominican too. I am on the what the hell is this thing? The Oxpa 2. It took me so long to get it, I blanked out on what it was.
The Arbiter 2.
The Arbiter 2 on the 4, the double barrel B4, and of course the Arbiter on the GER, and that's VST, and the other one is straw cheese ice. And I will throw it to Graham.
Okay. I'm on the Ultra Nagaya with the barrage on top, and in that I've got Country Fudge, and that's all I've been vaping on most of the day. That's it. Just those two. That lot.
Fair enough.
So I'll pass it on to Tim.
All right, I've got the Aegis Legend with the custom Aegis skin with the Profile Unity on top because I'm testing out the waffles with blueberries and cream cheese. And then I got another Aegis Legend with custom Aegis skin with the Purge X on top. And then that I have maple brown sugar bacon. Yes, I said that right. Maple brown sugar bacon. Oh, no, believe me, you would think so. But even Lady Liberty liked it.
Yeah,
So
I know,
it's
but
surprising.
you're going to be vaping on that for the next year, aren't you? Same bottle.
It can't
Nah,
be as worse as what is it though, can it? The steak.
And I will, and I get to pass it over to Nevins.
Coolio. Drag 3, Arbiter 2. In there because it's biscuit night. I'm not on anything biscuity. I'm on blueberry custard that I made today. It's not bad. It's not bad. In there, I'm just showing it off because I don't use it for anything else because it's shit. So I'm just.
Do you not like it?
No, just gonna flash it up. It doesn't give me what I need. It's not. It's too restricted. Not enough flavor. I paid 50 quid for it, so it's not too bad. It's not like I paid 70 like some people.
I'll give you a tenner.
But yeah, I'd probably for 30 quid I wouldn't begrudge it. 50 slightly begrudging it, but 70 quid I wouldn't pay 70 quid for it. And that's me. And then think it's just you left, Benny, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Right, so I'm on the Drag X Plus with the Arbiter 2 on top. Inside that, I've got some dripping desserts, jammy biscuit. Also on the Arbiter Solo with the Arbiter Daisy Solo with the Arbiter 2 on Arbiter Solo. Inside that, I've got some Hawaii Hot. I don't even know what I'm saying. Can't speak. How. So if you didn't get by the title, which is Dip Me Again, we're talking about biscuits.
Girlfriends.
Talking about the girlfriends.
Biscuits.
Buskets. So if you have got any questions, you can put them in chat. We will get round to it. If you want to know anything, just put it in chat. If you just want general advice, there's plenty of mixers on here that will be able to help you. So yeah, so we just thought we were talking. Me and Graham, and just said, "Oh, what about a biscuit night? Have a biscuit night." So
Well, you said let's have a biscuit night. I went okay. And then
no, I didn't. You said, "Oh, you were whinging that we hadn't done any mixing." That's what you were whinging.
I was whinging we hadn't done any mixing on the mixing show.
But we've been talking mixing. You know, it's a theory mixing.
We mix it up.
Mix it up, exactly. So what we'll do before we go on, we will get Liam to go through chat, if you would, please.
Yeah. In chat tonight, we have Vaping Snowman, Fletcher, Lady Liberty, I Up Me Duck, Trev Lion,
Yeah, that duck.
Kev WXM, The Late Night Vape Show, Craig D, Mike Haynes, I'm losing it again, Scuba, Fee, Lady Liberty, Graham Maberley, Mike Haynes, Rocky Tooney, Craig Brown, and I think Swamp Thing and Bellamina's receding hairline. And I think that is everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologise.
Unfortunately, there's no giveaways on this show. Do apologize. We'll give you some tips. A little bit of mixing tips.
I'm trying to figure out. Scuba said he destroyed Munchkin's hard drive by flipping a breaker. Is that a sex thing?
I have no idea.
Maybe.
I didn't know. I thought it was code.
Yeah. I thought he said beaker. I didn't say break. I missed the R out. I thought he threw some water over it. Sparks and Flame. Greg D, you all right, friend? Right, so yeah, we are going to talk about biscuits. Maybe we can come up with some ideas for a recipe for some biscuits. I've got this. Like I say, I got it cheap, so I'm not that bothered. But it's supposed to be a jammy biscuit, and there's not a lot of jam to it. And you can just taste, in a way, the biscuit. That's literally all I'm tasting on it, really.
Well, that's good, though, because Innerware biscuit is probably the best biscuit. Yeah,
it is, but I'm getting a lemon note as well. That's what I'm getting off of it.
Well, but you get strange shit everything you vape, Benny. It's not.
Give me a lemon note. It might be a flavour of biscuit.
It could be, yeah. It could be that. Yeah, it's got like I say, it's got a little bit of a lemony sort of tinge to it. So
fizzy?
Yeah, because it's not fizzy. No, it's not fizzy.
Oh, it's not fizzy.
Not fizzy? No. Hey,
Jackson,
just for a Yup Me Duck, I have chicken and dumplings, which I get more of a biscuit than a dumpling. So yeah, from Swaggy made this up for me. So,
Chicken
there you
dumplings.
go. There you go.
Yeah, a little gravy on it, you'd be all right.
Yeah, there. It's got gravy in it. It's got like a gravy. So it's perfect. There you go. That's just for you. It's for
Nick.
Duck.
Scott Wood says he's going to teabag you, mate.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Yeah, he's sending me some tea bags as well from Cornwall, and they're bloody good tea bags. Best tea bags I've tried. So
Yorkshire tea.
And Nick is just here to represent Sugar Cookie. That's the only reason he came on.
Exactly. That's why I was asked to come and be Sugar Cookie boy. Yeah, if you want to know anything about Sugar Cookie, I'm your man. You want to know anything about golf, Bill is your man.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to eat sugar cookies while you're golfing. Then
Oh yeah, that'd be a day out. That.
John, proper coils. Fletcher just said, Nevins, your Nice Blast, is it a cold juice? No, it's not.
It's got coolant in it, but it's not cold, is it?
It's not. No, it's not cold. It's nice. I've got to tell you, it's really, really nice.
I think it just makes it a bit more top end, so it just helps it. I don't think it makes it cold. Definitely not enough for Jackson, anyway. Mr. 25.
Yeah, it's definitely not for Jackson. No, it's definitely not that cold. But yeah, definitely Nice Blast is very, very nice. Very, very nice. I do like that one. I've got to say, I take my hat off for that one because it does taste very much like an ice junkie.
Is it fizzy?
No, it's a little bit fizzy, but not a massive fizzy.
Get any banana note in it by any
Not
chance?
getting any banana. Not getting any banana. Get a little bit of guava. Get a little bit of guava in it.
Guava.
So if you want to know anything about biscuits, just let us know. So we'll go through what are the best biscuit flavours that you can get. Obviously, your staple is going to be Innerwear biscuit because that's in nearly everything, really, in it. That's a biscuit. Don't know. Sugar cookie is another one that you should be having a staple. Is sugar
The
cookie.
two I grabbed out was Innerwear and Sugar Cookie as your basic biscuit.
Well, that's the thing with Sugar Cookie, though, because it's more of a cakey sort of thing. It's good. It's good, Sugar Cookie, but the vanilla note in it is just amazing. That's why I like Sugar Cookie, because of the vanilla note. It just pokes out above quite a lot of things. So.
Yeah. Have you noticed that it goes crystallised if you have it for a while, though? If you leave it, if it's on top of the nib,
It
do you know what I
loses
mean?
its flavour after. It's quite quick to start losing its flavour. I noticed.
I think the thing with Sugar Cookie is I think if you vape it a lot, you become a bit more less susceptible to it, and I think that's what you lose really. I've not really noticed any drop off in flavour the longer I've had a bottle, just the more I've vaped it, but could die.
I put it in a lot, and I don't really notice a drop off in it. It's I haven't really. I've got, like I said, I've gone through quite a lot of Sugar Cookie, and as far as I even put Sugar Cookie and Innerwear biscuit in the same stuff every now and then, and basically I think they work real well together.
Yeah, it's not a full on cookie that we have, like a breaking cookie though, is it? It's like Nick said, it's more like a soft baked cookie.
Yeah, it's like a cakey sort of thing, and like the vanilla note is like a frosting.
Yeah.
So it's just really good concentrate. It definitely goes into biscuits as well, but you need another biscuit if you're going to use it as a biscuit.
Duck says, does it have any anus in Nice Blast?
No anus. No anus.
And Mike is saying, is there any secret combos for biscuits?
Depends what you're making, because different biscuits, different profiles, different.
Yeah, like the peanut butter cookie from Pearl.
Rocky says shortbread's his favorite. He doesn't like the other
Sugar
two.
Cookie works there. Sugar Cookie works in a shortbread.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yep.
So like I say, we've got them two. Is there any more flavour? Obviously, Flavour Art will probably do one.
Okay, World Digestive Biscuit.
Yeah.
Is that like a proper digestive biscuit? Is that one?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah.
Oh, biscuits are digestive. I keep trying to explain that. If they're not, you can't eat them.
I prefer the jungle flavours over the Innerwear too. Jungle flavours biscuit over Innerwear.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah, Rocky Tuna just put that in. That's a beast fave.
Flavour Art vanilla cookie is really good. Wonder Flavours sugar cookie is a little bit different to the Cap one, but that's another good. It's another good sugar cookie.
Yeah, that Wonder Flavours sugar cookie started out as a Danish butter cookie.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it was renamed to sugar cookie.
Let's see the ones I brought out.
Craig D's put RY4 with biscuits. So tobacco and biscuits.
Or a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they normally go really well with tobaccos because the AP in them actually helps pop the tobacco.
Really?
You can kind of make a sugar cookie with one-on-one cornbread and then throw in a little bit of super sweet. You kind of almost get a sugar cookie.
All right. Is there an oatmeal one? Do you know, like, so, like, say, I put dip me again. Everybody knows, if you watch Peter Kay from UK, he's a comedian, he went on about hobnobs, that when you dip them in your tea, they just drink your brew and still keep in one piece, which is like an oatmeal sort of cookie, like an oatmeal biscuit in
There's
it.
a Flavora oatmeal cookie.
Right.
Yeah, there's a oats and cream cookie.
Yeah,
With
Wonder Flavors
flavours.
oats and cream. The cream note in that oats and cream as well is really good. It's a
Yeah.
really good cream in that oats and cream.
That's
Yeah,
that's the one I brought out with me.
Real Flavors used to do a good oatmeal cookie, but I'm not too sure if that's still available.
I drank out the SSA oats to see if that will go with a cookie and stuff, but then tasted it on the back of my hand and then decided completely against it.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Vaping chuckle sister.
I
That's-
vaped before I started DIYing. I used to vape. It was called $10, and it was oatmeal cookie. And
Did it cost $10?
no, I think it was supposed to be something to do with antlers and a deer or something. But
Oh.
you know,
Yeah, there's two SSA biscuits, isn't there?
Yeah, you get it with a side of Venzen.
Yeah, there's two SSA biscuits. One is a really soft and one's quite crispy and cooked. I can't remember which one is which. That's what we duck is SSA, SAS.
SAS of biscuits is on about SAS of biscuits, which
SSA.
is the hobnob. Because I just wondered, you know, like say you got an oatmeal cookie, you could put a bit of, you know, would the chocolate from Vape Train be good for the chocolate on top with a little bit of?
I'd possibly go for the Wonder Flavors chocolate frosting.
Right.
I've actually got a hobnob custard recipe,
Oh yeah.
and it's public. So
Do you want to show it? Do you want to bring it up?
I'll bring it up.
He's got his hobnobs public. Put them away, Nevins.
Hobnobs are public by Graham's request.
Klaus saying, Benny Babes, all casters, scuba is 72 Nick salts, bad to put in a 70-30 juice. No, mate. No, not at all. You just use it as like a normal one, 3 milligram.
Yeah.
So I've just ordered some what is it, hybrid? Just come today.
Yeah. Oh, so you did get the get in already.
Yeah, I went for hybrid one, yeah, so it's 50-50 salts and freebase.
We'll have to see if it's smoother, like you said. It's supposed to be.
Definitely needs a steep, as you can see.
Yeah, it's got a fair bit going on there, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's got with the hobnobs I've got. I use digestive biscuits, oats.
Hmm.
No, the SSA oats were when I used it, but the key to the hobnobs is golden syrup, I reckon. Is that the reason why you had that in there?
Yeah. If I did it again now, the golden syrup does actually make it. Yeah, does make it, and it is a convincer. But if I did it again now, I'd put some Flavora cotton candy in it as well.
All right.
That'd definitely help. Just little thing, like I made this 2018, but little tricks that you pick up on the way. I didn't use it back then, but if I used it now, I'd probably scrap the cheesecake graham cracker, scrap the marshmallow, just because that was put in there just for the sake of it. Probably use Wonder Flavors vanilla custard and scrap the Flavor West vanilla bean because that sits under anyway. And I'd probably get rid of the salted caramel as well. I'll probably just go a totally different way about it now if I did it these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, the base is oats and cream cookie, and that's more of a cream than anything. That cream note in that is good. You don't get much oat either, to be fair. Like if you tried it, you wouldn't say, "Oh yeah, that's definitely oat."
Yeah.
But the biscuit from Inawera is just to back up the base. The biscuit from Inawera probably is the right biscuit to use as well for a hobnob. But yeah, I'd probably go about it a different way if I did it again.
Very good, yeah. Yeah, like I say, everybody, when you look at a biscuit, when people do biscuit, it is usually Inawera that they're putting in it. You know, 90% of stuff is Inawera. I'd say, were you working on a custard cream, Liam?
Yeah, I need to revisit it. I've got the filling is spot on, but the biscuit isn't quite where I want it to be. I want more of the actual custard cream biscuits.
Yes.
I use the Capella Silver line because I thought I'll go for a coconutty one, but it's not working. It's not working properly in there.
Yeah.
So I need to scrap it and go back.
Yeah, I do like a nice custard cream vape, to be fair. Like I say, I like the biscuit taste in it. Because I had a few. Les does quite a nice one at Juice Cabin. He does a nice one there. Digby's do one. Theirs is not too bad. Yeah. Cloudcheck is just saying, with his Nick salts. Only thing if you're using Nick salts, because he uses 72 PG at the moment, makes 6 milligram. Just be careful when you're using Nick salts that you don't over toot, because they're smooth and you don't realise you're vaping as much, even if you're doing a 6 milligram, and you might find you get yourself a little bit of a Nick buzz.
I've been chasing a Biscoff biscuit, the Speculoos biscuit from Super Concentrate, isn't it? There's one by Salubro, the Speculoos, which is nearly there, but
What's
not
the
quite.
Speculoos?
Biscoff.
All right. Is that what you get a Premier in? Which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, you get the free one. I noticed that. Yeah, I've been looking for a straight up one single concentrate which does it, and I don't think that it's everybody seems to just miss the mark. I keep on going down. I'll have that one. No, I'll have that. No, it's probably better building it up yourself. How would you build it up?
Well, because like I say, they are quite sweet, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's the spices in it which make a speculoos biscuit. So you could, holiday spice comes quite close to it, but you've got to use that really, really low. But it's missing a couple of flavors.
So I've not really had it. I just know that because like you say, you usually have them with coffee, don't you? And I don't drink coffee, so. Do you know what I mean?
Because
so I'm a bit short of my knowledge of what they taste like. To be honest with you, I've had them a couple of times when I was hungry.
I actually get Biscoff and just crumble them up and then just put a load of chocolate in it, loads of different types of chocolate, and just lay it out and just let them set, and then absolutely gorgeous to make yourself.
All right.
You could always try cookie butter from DIY Flavor Chaser.
Yeah,
because that's my version of a speculoos.
Yeah, we've got to wait till we'll talk about that in a little bit as well, how that's going along. So yeah, has anybody tried any biscuits? Anybody had one that they wanting to sort of replicate? A lot of them have chocolate. That's the hardest thing. Look, you get a lot of chocolate ones. I don't know. Ours are different to what yours to are, Bill and Tim, because you have more of the cookie sort of biscuit, don't you? Rather than
gravy.
I've noticed
biscuits come with gravy, and you eat them with like chicken and beef, and yeah.
Yeah, I think here it's not so much. We have different biscuits. I mean, we have the little hard, we have the little shortbread biscuits, we have the little, the ones that are thin that'll just crack and do whatever else. And then you have like what they call soft batch, which are thicker and soft and chewy, and so there's all kinds of different cookies, so to speak. Which is probably the same with you. You all name it a biscuit if it's hard, and something else if it's softer, and whatever else. We just lump them all into one big thing. We're cookie neutral here.
Yeah,
we don't try to
I've noticed a lot of the time when you pick up a cookie concentrate, a lot of them have got chocolate chip notes in the background.
Yeah.
Because the manufacturers seem to think that if you want a cookie, you want a chocolate chip cookie. You don't just want a plain cookie.
And the only thing we get over here that really I've seen it ever is labeled as a biscuit is like something you like a shortbread biscuit you dip in your coffee or have it with coffee in the morning, something like that. Other than that, nothing around here is labeled a biscuit.
Well, you've got pecan sandies, but they're not really, they're cookies, I guess, but they call them pecan sandies. They don't really call them cookie or a biscuit,
I have no idea what that is.
It's just a little small,
Oh,
hard.
I remember that one.
It's a classic one. This
That's the gold bar.
yeah, Mike.
Yeah, that's Mike Haynes just said a gold bar. Have a gold bar, yeah.
That's a popular recipe.
Just go. So what's she using for the biscuit then?
The Lucky Shot.
All right.
Using because it's a cheesecake one shot from Hawaii, so she's using the base of the cheesecake in Lucky Shot as the biscuit, and the calipetta chow helps towards that as well.
So what about the chocolate then?
The butterscotch. Well, it's not so much.
The chocolate's in
chocolate.
the Lucky Shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more of a Karamak. So there's not so much of she hasn't put so much of a chocolate note in there, but I suppose the Devon cream from Cupcake World could probably attribute towards the chocolate note somehow.
Right.
And the calipetta chow's got some cocoa note to it as well.
Yeah, I think it was in kind of some of the notes that in that recipe, it's the calipetta chow which gives it the final bit that she was missing.
Yeah.
The
white chocolate concentrates taste of ass.
Yeah, she was after she was aiming, trying to get it, and then she goes that 0.5% calipetta chow gave it that texture that she wanted.
Right.
Is it a she? VH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she did one of the first ones I ever mixed was the shortcake biscuit, Ella's shortcake.
Ella's shortbread.
Shortbread, yeah, and that was in a where.
Well, Liam was actually part of VHM.
Oh,
Like a group of mixers. So Liam was actually part of that back in the day.
Oh, there we go.
They really-
Back in the
Yeah.
50s.
We got a professional here.
mixing with the hoity-toities.
Yeah. Mixing with the hobnobs. Greg D saying a good old jammy dodgy. Well, that's what this is supposed to be, but it's not. It's not really
Oh,
a jammy dodger. Do you know what I mean? You all right, buddy? All is good here. Yeah. Like I say, it's not really because it should be like a shortbread biscuit, which I'm going. Like I say, that's where I get the the biscuit from, and then you jam and a little bit of cream in it, wasn't it? And I'm sort of getting no jam. I'm not getting a strawberry or a raspberry or anything. You know, I'm just getting a biscuit. So
No cream? No cream?
No. Just a little bit of vanilla sort of taste.
Shock. I'm fucking
Benny's got a massive problem with creams anyway.
Yeah.
Benny No Cream. That's his name. Benny
Yeah,
No
Benny no cream.
So would you avoid it? Or would you recommend it to anyone or avoid
For
it?
what I paid for it? I paid like $4.99 for 200ml.
That's not bad.
It was on sale, so yeah, for $4.99, but that's what I paid for it. But if you're paying any more than that, then no, because I think there's about the 200ml, so it'll be about 20 quid or something normally. I don't know how much these dripping desserts are, but it's just a generic. Do you know what I mean? It's no special.
Well, throw a couple of percent of one-on-one strawberry jam in there. That'll jam it up a little bit.
Yeah.
throw a little bit of that steak in there. That'd be delicious.
Yes. Yeah.
Steak and
Yeah, what-
biscuits. There you go.
When you're paying $5 for that much, all you want really is just vaporable.
Well, it's not supposed to be a $5. It were on sale as a $5.
Right.
I bought it with the heavy hitter to make it up over 20 quid. So shipping were cheaper. Do you know what I mean? So that's why. But yeah, if I were paying 20 quid for it, I wouldn't be happy with it, to be fair.
Oh, I've got the Fox's jam and cream.
Oh.
There's my recipe for Fox's jam and cream. Of it, biscuit in a wearer again.
I actually prefer the Fox's jam biscuits than the Jammy Dodger.
Yeah.
Give him.
So the base comes from the sugar cookie and Wonder Flavored shortbread cookies, Wonder Flavour shortbread cookies has a bit more of a graininess to it, and then it's just backed up with the and then finally the acetylpyrazine, which will give you more of that biscuitiness, because if you do go over it with the biscuit in a way, you start to lose the blonde biscuit. You start to get more of a darker biscuit because it's got a bit of like caramel in a way. But the acetylpyrazine is just there for the graininess.
Yeah.
I think it's just a well balanced recipe, that, and only 11%, so it's not in your face flavor, but it gives you what you need if you want a jam and cream.
I was watching the Valentine's collection at the top up there. I went,
Yeah. Would you
Going on
change
holiday
anything
with
now?
our choices.
Would you change anything to it, or would you?
No, I like that. I like that recipe. I think that's a good. I think it's pretty accurate, to be fair. So yeah, if you want like a Fox's jam and cream, I'd go for that one.
Right.
That's net weight. That was Graham before he lost weight.
Yeah. So we've got a question for you, Nick, from Frank Snowman. He says, I'm about to mix mank tart and scone. Can I sub banana custard for creamy and TFA rasp for rasp sweet? Creamy is in order, but chose TFA rasp undeveloped suggestion of a rasp sweet.
I don't think I use. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I use TFA raspberry sweet anyway, so I've probably buggered up there and put the wrong concentrate in. Yeah, you can do that. I'd go half on the banana custard though, because creamy custard just gives you like a flicker of banana. And when I put the banana in, I didn't want it to be too banana-y, and I didn't want it to be under banana-y. I just wanted it to just to be there. So you can always adjust after. Just make a small batch and then see how it goes. But yeah, you should be all right doing that.
Is that on the Manchester tart?
On the Manchester tart, yeah.
I actually had the Manchester tart over there for the first time ever.
Have you not tried the Manchester tart?
I've tried yours. I've got yours there. Yeah, I've tried that. But I said I had a proper Manchester tart.
Oh yeah.
For the first time. I'd never tasted one. I didn't even know what they were.
What do you reckon?
Not cracking.
From
They're all right.
Yeah.
They're all right. It's not my favourite. I'd have rather had a custard tart or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
An egg custard tart.
Rain and
Yeah. What's that?
It tastes of rain and the Smiths.
Yeah. Just takes a dark and depressing. How about a rice pudding with jam? That would be good, he's saying.
I've got a rice pudding. It was one of the VHM one shots. Rice pudding with jam. It's I need to have a look at it and update it because it can be dragged into 2022 because it is quite complex because I had to make the jam and everything from scratch. So I'll just drop that into chat and do a quick share screen on it.
Sorry.
Bless you.
put like 2 cookies on the outside of it to make it like a sandwich.
Yeah, as you can see with the rice pudding, it is quite complex because the FA blackcurrant, the TFA strawberry, the sweet strawberry, and the rum actually make the jam. And then the sweet rice from FE is the actual rice pudding part, with some holy vanilla to bring up the vanilla notes. You can swap that out for holy vanilla V2. Devon cream, just to cream her up a little bit, and a little bit of dairy milk, just to add a little bit of dairy to that Devon cream, along with some FA cream, fresh cream as well. I could drag this into 2022, literally just taking out most of what makes the jam, and just putting in vape tray.
Yeah. Do you never think about going back and refreshing some of your older recipes?
I think about it, but then if people are still mixing it, I don't know whether I should go back and change it or whether I should just do a version 2
New one.
and keep the other one still public anyway. Because if
Yeah.
people are still mixing it and liking it,
Yeah, because I'm doing that. I'm going through all my old recipes and changing them slightly and putting them up. Some I might not change and just put back up again and say that's fine. But there's so much rubbish up there. I just like don't want that. No.
When you go back and you look at all your other recipes and you think, what the bloody hell was I thinking?
Yeah,
I do that. I go back years. I go back years and I think that's going to taste like shit. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right at the bottom, like this is really good. And I'm like, fucking lying bastard.
Yeah. But do you think, obviously, with different concentrates now, you're getting that better flavours out of a lot of them? You know, so what you mixed back then was good.
Yeah.
But now the better because you've got better flavourings to make that flavour.
Yeah, there's more shortcuts now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more shortcuts. And they do actually do a better job of being that concentrate than when you're trying to. But that was a good thing back then, though. The good thing was actually putting 4 together to get one thing. Whereas now, if someone wants like a jam biscuit, they just put a biscuit and 1-on-1 strawberry jam. They're done. You know what I mean? It takes the thinking out of it for people, but it is good.
Do you want to put Rocky Tooney's biscuit up? Southern milk and honey cornbread. I don't know what cornbread is, so you'll have to explain to me what a cornbread is.
Cornbread is literally what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's bread made out of corn. That's like a flat bread.
Yeah, but I thought bread was made out of corn.
It's corn made out of cornmeal. Yeah.
All right.
I think if Rocky like lined up all his juices and like was blindfolded, I don't think he'd be able to tell which was which. Yeah, that's milk and honey.
I mean, I wouldn't know if you guys would really consider it a biscuit, but for us, that's close enough to a biscuit for us.
Well, it depends. You know, if you get like a box of Jif and you just cook it up in a pan, then
Yeah, cast iron has to be cast iron.
Yeah, the cast iron skillet. What you got to do, you know, that's if you're making the cornbread, you put it in the cast iron and then stick it in the oven and bake it. But I'm talking about just putting it on top the stove and then just pouring it out like pancakes or something. You know.
I've got Rocky's recipe.
Looking at us like, what?
Yeah, I've got Rocky's Southern milk and cornbread recipe, so I'll just do a share screen on that quick. So this is 1% biscuit from Jungle Flavors, 4% cornbread from 1-on-1, 1% cream from Flavora, 0.5% of maple syrup candy from Wonder Flavors, 0.5% of Flavora milk, and 2.5% milk and honey from Flavora. Rocky's saying in his notes, it's been a long time project of his, finally satisfied with the end result, ended up with much less cream milk than he initially envisioned for the profile, but it's really, really good. And it's become his alternate ABV. Minimum 2 weeks deep. That looks good. The AP from the Jungle Flavors biscuit will really, I can see that really helping out that 1-on-1 cornbread, giving it the mouthfeel that it deserves.
I've never seen cornbread that high.
I have.
You have?
The only problem with that cornbread is I get an aniseed note from it, an anus note from it.
An anus note.
An anus note from it when it's fresh, and it has to steep out for me.
Right.
Might be the 2 week steep he was talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
So it's a lot steeper then, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the one thing I don't like about you know, when you haven't got something right and you give it a steep and then you think, right, every time I bake this now I'm gonna have to wait 2 weeks. Can't be asked with that, mate. I like to bake fresh. I do like to bake fresh. Obviously it's good for me with like my trifle and stuff because I've got loads of bottles of it and I can just like open it up and it's already steeped. I'm like, great.
Oh, someone did comment on it. Okay, I commented on Graham's new fresh look.
It is, yeah, but he said a little bit of a thing. Just keep it respectful, please. If you have got a problem with other casters, Take it up with them. Just don't do it because it puts me off when you're in chat and I look at it and you know what I mean.
That's a troll that was in
Yeah,
last night.
yeah. I don't mind you trolling a little bit and a thing, but yeah, if you have got a problem with other casters, take it out with them. Just keep comments a little bit more respectful. I have no problems with anybody. It's getting on my nerves, to be honest with you.
Just wanting attention, you know.
Yeah.
The third grade attention wanting is all.
So yeah, someone put in that they wanted ice cream with wafers. I say I had one before. How'd you get that cone taste? Do you know like the
What kind of cone?
like a wafer cone?
Cornetto or 99?
No, 99.
99.
There's not much flavour to that though, is there?
Wonder
flavors.
Flavors. They got a very good. Ice cream cone. I think it's called sugar cone.
Sugar cone.
Right.
But the other one, which is really nice, is the one-on-one vanilla wafer for the cone.
Yeah.
For the actual wafer inside the ice cream, but it's very vanilla-y. So,
Yeah, but if you have an ice cream as well, it doesn't matter, does it?
yeah.
Very vanilla is not a bad thing, Graham. You say that.
No, not at all.
But if you mix those two together, use that for the Christmas and that for the Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Now what's going on?
Chris-
He shaved his beard off.
Christmas.
Chris,
You gotta start growing your beard back out. So you can get
For the crispy thing that you
Christmas.
get in there.
If you save it all for Christmas, it'll be fine.
should be Steve.
You want
by
ice
this
cream for
time.
Christmas? Just look up Graham, talk to him. Yeah, he'll hook you up.
Yeah, that one vanilla wafer is really, really nice for ice cream cones.
Because I've only ever had one. I had one with it, Big Bottle Company. Do you remember them?
Yep.
Nope.
And they did an ice cream and it tasted like the wafer it was strawberry ice cream and you could taste the wafer. Do you know, so like when you inhale you got strawberry, on the exhale you got the wafer bit to it. It was really nice, but then obviously
No, if you want a cornetto cone, then anywhere a biscuit is perfect.
Yeah, or SSA.
Caramel wafer.
No, it's not caramel wafer. It's crispy
Crispy wafer.
wafer. That is spot on.
Christmas wafer.
Christmas wafer.
yeah, Christmas wafer, yeah.
When you get down to the end of it, where you get down to that little pointy end and it's always all just wafer, does it taste like that when you get down near the bottom of the tank where it's more just, because there's not even room in there?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of chocolate on the end of it.
Oh yeah, you can't forget the chocolate bit, can you?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a couple of biscuits. Graham, are you going to do a biscuit recipe?
Yeah, I'm happy to mix. Yeah, I've got a load of biscuits out.
You want to do your little bit of a
do a enlightened cornetto.
An enlightened cornetto. That's not.
The thing is, a lemon biscuit would be quite nice. Wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Lemon cornetto would be great.
Yeah, like one of those lemon puffs. One of those lemon puff biscuits.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
Well, I'll use those two. I'll use the Innerwear and the sugar cookie because everybody should have those. But if they haven't,
yeah, it's definitely if you're going to try to make a biscuit, you definitely want to try and get your Innerwear and your sugar cookie. Definitely.
Frank Snowman. Another question this time for Graham. When DIY Flavor Chasers comes over, will we see amatorium one-shots and chefs? No. Because chefs won't be stocking DIY Flavor Chaser. They'll be totally independent. So
yeah, we can talk. Can we talk about that?
Well, someone else talked about it, and I asked them if they were all right to talk about it, and they said yeah.
So can we say how's that going along then, Liam? If you don't know, Flavor Chaser is coming to the UK, so you will be able to get your DIY concentrates from there, from the mixers that are on there in Canada at the moment. And yeah, so Liam will fill you in with the rest of it.
Yeah, so there's going to be a DIY Flavor Chaser UK which is it's actually a .co.uk web address as well. Be shipped out from the UK, so you're not gonna have to pay your £20-25 shipping costs that you would from Canada. It's going to be more of a wholesale, so more of a distro as opposed to actually mixing in-house. It's going to be collected from DIY Flavor Chaser Canada and then stocked over here as a distro. It's coming along. Not too sure when it's going to be released. Hoping soonish, but I'm still getting all my ducks in a row at the moment. But you'll know as soon as it goes live because I will be mentioning it on every show that I'm on.
Yeah. So when are you planning out? What's the prediction? When is it going to be? This year? Is it going to be next year?
It's going to be this year. It's going to be in the first quarter of this year.
Nice.
So very soon.
And will we have to get Graham's one shots? Are you going to be stocking every one shot from there?
There's the one shots I've got over in DIY Flavor Chasers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be everything on there.
The plan is to eventually have everything. But because of shipping costs and everything else, there will be shots featured from every mixer, but not every shot that the mixers have.
Some selection for now.
Yeah, trying to pick up selection that I believe will be more suitable for the UK palette.
So more of like a greatest hits.
Yeah. So we won't need any gravy for our biscuits for over there.
No,
okay, right?
no.
Okay.
As I said, the plan is to actually have every shot over here eventually. But when that will happen, I can't say. But
baby steps.
Yes.
I'm saying as long as Mark SR isn't one of the Canadian mixers, it should sell. It should sell very well. I don't know who Mark SR is, so.
Mark Senior.
Nikki Maynard says, can't seem to find a decent donut liquid out there. They never taste right.
I have pointed him towards Graham's Beguile, but if he's not happy with it, don't blame me. Blame Graham. Benny said no cream.
Yeah, no cream. Yeah, I don't try cream in it.
It's the holes that I think that they
It's the
have.
hole. I just taste the hole.
Yeah, you can't.
It will be retail only, Graham. By wholesale, I just mean that going to be acting more of a distro for the retail side of it, as opposed to actually mixing on site on the UK site.
Fletcher is saying, Nevans, when will your one shots be restocked on chefs?
I don't know, because they constantly go out and then some are restocked and then some of them go out and then some are restocked and they're never all in stock. There's always some out of stock and some in stock, some out of stock. All I can say is just go onto the site and click notify me when available.
Yeah.
Who's
Like
asking
the
about the
McRib
donut?
sandwich. They just bring it back every now and then when you really want it real bad.
Yeah.
Benny, who was asking about the donut?
Nikki Maynard said...
We just had this discussion yesterday, and the Zappola donut is one of the ones that was recommended to me.
What
From
donut?
Flavor Art.
Concentrate wise, yeah. I don't know. Does Nicky mix? I don't know if Nicky mixes. I don't know if he was
We're
asking.
raving about the crispy donut. Was
Yeah, that's a really good one. That is. That's one of my favorites.
Because we just had this discussion last night. Because I've had the same problem trying to find a donut flavoring I really care for.
Yeah, the only donuts I like are the Flavor Art crispy donut, TFA frosted donut, and Wonder Flavors donut is really good, but I find that a little bit heavy on the yeast for me. And Flavor Art Wow.
Wow, yeah, wow on its own.
Yeah, wow is a good one.
Wow on its own can be quite good if you put it at 4%.
I've got a donut base, but that's for when I release a donut line, because money,
Yeah.
money. But yeah, this is the thing with donuts though, because some people don't like them too doughy. Some people like to taste that doughiness. Some people like them fried. Some people like them sugared. Some people, everybody's got a different take on a donut, and everybody's got a different subjective palate. So it's hard to nail it down. So, I could taste like a little tiny bit of yeastiness, and someone else might think, "Fuck me, tastes like fucking beer."
Yeah. See, a lot of them is when you get a donut, like say you get an E-liquid with donut in, it's not what you expect, is it? Do you know what I mean? That's if you're looking for that greasy, fried.
Yeah, I mean
donut,
it's the difference between say a Tesco donut from their bakery or a donut from one of the donut stands that you get at fairs and places like that.
Yeah,
They're both very nice donuts, but they are quite different to each other.
Yes.
Or if you buy a packaged in a little box type donut, or you go to an actual bakery and get a donut, there's a fresh donut that just got made that's still warm when you pick the son of a buck up. Those are good. But it's kind of hard to get that in the vape.
Yeah, like I said, that's it.
I look at donuts like I look at chocolate and stuff like that sometimes, and it's an experience, because even though you can get quite close to a donut, you're never going to satisfy your craving with a vape. You might be able to trigger a few different things in your head that say, "Oh yeah, donut," but you're never gonna replace the real thing, because like I say, with a few things, it is an experience.
One, you'll never get the texture, that airy texture. It will never translate 100%.
No.
And I think that's where I think not in just donuts, but in everything in general, when somebody puts this tastes like this, then somebody has that preconceived notion that it's going to taste exactly like this does or that does. And there's never really a time where because like you said, you can't get that texture, you can't get that mouth feel. No. I mean, you can get close, but it's the difference between air basically and something that's got substance to it.
It might trigger the memory of that for you and trick you into thinking it, but it's not, you're never going to truly have that.
No.
Yeah, and the tricky thing is as well, it's like the flavors we use are subjective. Everybody also has their own way that they'll taste an actual donut.
Yeah.
Doing that competition where you have to eat a donut and not lick your lips. Powdered sugar donut with jam inside.
I couldn't do that. I'd give up.
Capella glazed donut is what used to be nearly in every donut commercially, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the early days, it always used to be Capella glazed donut.
I don't know why I'm saying I wasn't around in the early days.
Well, that's the thing. There was only like 2 back in the day, wasn't there, that everyone used?
Yeah, that's it.
2, and there was one that was accepted by one group of people and one that was accepted by another group of people. Some people got Play-Doh from Capella, and the other people got Play-Doh from TFA, and then you couldn't really.
Yeah. Dinky Donuts, I don't mind that. Dinky Donuts, to be fair. I had some vanilla Dinky Donuts. I thought that were quite nice, to be honest with you.
Top shelf, expensive stuff, that.
It's not. It's not.
You can have those right alongside your box of wine. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Dinky Donuts, they do, that's it, Dinky Donuts. Vanilla. I thought that was all right, to be fair. I didn't think that was a bad one.
It's a bit of a mess. I can see why people like it. Bobo sent me that to see what.
That's what I got from Bobo.
I picked up a couple from the V Donuts range. You know, the bottles that I'm now recycling.
Right.
I picked up a couple from that.
Is that why?
Yeah, I picked up a couple from that range, and while they were actually quite nice, to be fair, but there wasn't any donuts in there. And from a brand called V Donuts, I was expecting donuts.
Donut. Yeah.
You know, it's like this one is strawberry jam, so I was expecting a strawberry jam donut. I got strawberry jam with a very, very slight hint of TFA frosted donut. And
Herb. Sorry, Liam.
I was just going to say it was the same with with the other ones I bought. Their custard was quite nice, but there was absolutely no donut whatsoever in that custard.
No, Herb said Decoded made a really good cinnamon sugar donut. They did, but the only thing is, it was that sweet that you could hardly get anything else besides cinnamon. You could just make out, I think it was called like Bigfoot or something, but it was pretty sweet, that one.
Yeah, I thought I wouldn't like a cinnamon donut, and I tried making one. I went, oh, hang on, this is actually quite nice, a cinnamon donut.
Yeah, it works. It does work.
That reminds me, the vape train cinnamon donut concentrate is actually really good as well. But tough to use anywhere else because it's a cinnamon donut.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Decoded used as well. I'm pretty sure that's what they used, that vape train cinnamon donut.
Scuba saying, Bill, hold up a random bottle.
There you go. How's that feel, Scuba? Get your hand up from under the desk.
Yeah. So yeah, like I say, your donuts and your biscuits all sort of wrap into one, don't you? Because like I say, you do use sugar cookie or egg Santa it. I can't say it to enhance different things, you know. So you are getting that. Herb says he made a really good snickerdoodle DIY.
What's a snickerdoodle?
Liquid Barn used to have snickerdoodle. They still do, I'm sure, but because I had some of the concentrate. And it's a cinnamon type cookie is what it is. Or basically, it's actually probably more of a cinnamon type biscuit because it's usually a hard snickerdoodles are a little more hard.
Yeah, Rescue Guy actually had one that was named after Nick Green's dog.
All right. Didn't what that one Vape Wild? That one of their biggest sellers were Snickerdoodle.
Yep.
I had it once. I didn't really like it, to be honest with you, but
they still going?
Well, they were over in Ireland, weren't they? I went TP. I don't get why they left because TPD happened, and they just shut the Irish store down and fucked off. But I think they've fucked off in America now as well, haven't they? They've closed down totally now.
I think they pretty much had to with everything going on over here. A lot of places, they just, if they didn't see a viability of keeping themselves open, they'd close shop. We lost a lot of juice companies in the U.S. A lot.
No, it's not a Snickers bar. It's just a little round cookie with cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, it's like a cinnamon sugar cookie, kind of.
See, I thought with it saying Snickerdoodle, I thought it was a Snickers bar.
No.
I don't know if you have Snickers bar. I thought it was that.
Yeah, we have Snickers bars. Yeah. I think sometimes, Liam, when you were talking about you can taste a little bit of donut, you taste whatever else. I think part of that stems from where you DIY and you've tested so many one flavor tests and this, that, and the other. And if you take the person just out on the street, they already have in their head, this is a donut, this is a, filled donut or whatever else, that they probably taste the donut because mentally they think they're getting it and they haven't tested all of these others and they haven't tasted all of these other things. So to someone that's just, vaping that goes in and buys commercial juice, they probably think the juice is good and they get the donut and they get everything else simply because their taste buds, they haven't been tasting. I think sometimes when you've tasted thousands of single flavors, just testing. And I think in some cases your palate may be a little too sensitive. It's like, I got this and I got that and I got whatever else. Whereas someone who's just vaping commercial juice, off and on here and there and the other, they may get more of a stronger taste because they're not so used to trying to fine tune what's got to be here, there, and the other.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, as I said, the ones that I tried were actually they were pretty nice. but
Yeah.
they just didn't. They just wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Just not Herb, you all right, mate? He asked, why did they change it to Snickers? I'll tell you why they changed it to Snickers. Because it was to do with Europe and the rest of the world. Because we called them marathons and everybody else called them Snickers.
I think it was more to the fact of like people were scared of running.
Yeah.
They thought, they're not going to buy them if they think they're going to run.
No, I reckon they had complaints that they didn't last 26 miles.
Yeah. It's same as Sif was Jif over here. And because no one else could say Jif, they called it Sif.
We have Jif peanut butter.
Yeah,
Well, it's a detergent thing.
Who would struggle to say Jeff?
well,
Except
they wouldn't want to say that over here because we confuse it with peanut butter, and then people like the Tide Pods, it'd be all messed
Yeah,
up.
no, that's what I thought happened because we had Jif Lemon, the actual one that you put on your pancakes, and then you could buy Jif Floor Cleaner, which was also lemon
Hey,
scented.
this is one of those situations where the wife sends you to get the groceries or and stuff, and you come home with the wrong Jif, and it's her fault for not telling you, not yours.
So that's why. Herb saying he made a pretty decent clone of Alter Ego Crux, which is an Oreo cookie.
Nice.
That'd be nice with that. 'Cause
That's hard to get that flavor. So
And you pull apart the two outside and just lick that.
yeah,
nerve
do you get just the
without
cream
vaping
if
the
you want
cookie.
it? Do you
Yeah.
have like an alternate setting or
You
something
can lick
like that
cream
on
if
your?
you want.
well, Bill's talking about his weekend again.
Exactly.
Hey,
Yeah.
just
The
because
upcoming
Bill,
one, not last
because-
week.
just because Bill goes around putting balls in holes while vaping on nuts, sticking nuts in his mouth
In between the layers.
Yeah.
With my putter, you know.
It's a weekend at Bernie's, is this, isn't it?
You're awesome, Bill.
Yeah, Cloudchuck said Opal Fruits changed to Starburst, and that was the same thing because they didn't call them that over thingy.
Oh,
No, they're back again now.
Opal Fruits. They've changed them back again, have they?
They're back again now.
It's only been 25 years.
Yeah, well, it's like we were talking about earlier. Aerosmith reforming.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
yeah. I was like, I didn't know they were going on tour again. All of a sudden, I thought they were all done, and then I see this canceled tour. It's like, wait a minute, they had a tour.
Done the cookie. Getting a
you
slight
done-
off taste, but I've just tasted the sugar cookie, and I think it's the sugar cookie's gone.
Has it gone crystallised? It goes crystallised,
Yeah.
the sugar cookie.
Yeah, round the
Around the top, that's when you know it's gone off.
yeah, and I think that there's a slight off taste to it, and I think it's the sugar cookie.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Rocky Tooney's mixing you a caramel biscuit.
I'm not seeing any crystallized there on the top of my sugar cookie, and I've had that damn thing.
It's on the nib.
It's like a white crystallized
No,
Yeah,
powder.
nice little nothing.
yeah.
up
It
there.
goes like a white.
powder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's
That white powder is.
slightly
I don't
off.
have it either, Bill. I don't see any
Yeah,
crystals
and,
on top of mine either. Yeah.
That white
Yeah.
powder is.
Yeah.
White powder's- Yeah,
Nose candy.
that's
Yeah.
the kind that gives you lots of energy.
I'll show you.
It's called booger sugar. Yeah.
Ugh.
So I used the biscuit and sugar cookie for the base of the biscuit. Added the vanilla wafer to just give it a little bit more vanilla, and a little bit of texture to both of those. As I say, I really like that. Dies right down though. That really fades after a little bit of time. And for the topping, I put lemon zest with powdered sugar, and I really needed the super sweet on there to tone down that lemon zest because it can get really bitter. And 0.75 can be a little bit high. I'm thinking might dial that back to 0.65 or even 0.55
Why do they call it UK blends?
because it's only available in the UK.
Cult. It's a cult.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, cult. See, this is the cult stuff I'm talking about, Benny. It's not a one-way street.
Yeah.
I've just tried having a look for what biscuit recipes I have, and it looks like I've only actually published one because I tend to use biscuits a lot in bakeries or add depth to custards and tobaccos and things like that, as opposed to just a
biscuit.
standard biscuit. I've got a blueberry biscuit.
Why
With
did you do a blueberry? I've never had a blueberry biscuit in my life.
I was on a show a while back doing a wishing well. So people pay.
In that tennis straight derby?
Yeah. People give a donation for a mixer on the panel to actually mix up the recipe for them.
Right.
And this one turned out really well. I immediately went and made 250 mil of it after trying my tester. It's using a biscuit that we haven't actually mentioned tonight, which is very overlooked. It's the crunchy frosted cookie from Capella. So it's 2% blueberry jam from Wonder Flavors, 0.5% of the Vatrain butter base, just to bring that butter up for the you get a nice buttery biscuit. 0.75% cotton candy jelly bean. 4.5% crunchy frosted cookie, 1.5% vanilla cookie from FA, and 0.5% the super sweet. As that vanilla cookie and that crunchy frosted cookie with that little bit of butter and the sweetness from the cotton candy jelly bean really make that really pleasant biscuit. It's got a really nice mouthfeel and everything to it.
Oh, there you go. Rocky's got his up on ELR.
Did you want to bring that up?
Yeah.
Has it got milk and honey in it? We taking bets?
Probably.
It's Rocky. You never know what you're going to get.
Brad Smith says loaded is okay. Donuts.
Meh.
Have you tried? I've not tried it loaded.
Yeah, I've tried loaded. It's loaded with something.
Well, Nicky Maynard said a bit like Donut King liquid, awful, but Donut King and Dinky Donuts are the same people, aren't they? That's that love flavours.
Yeah, one's one and one's another.
Oh yeah, she made it.
The guys with Dinky Donuts sold the Donut King off and then made his own donut line again.
Graham, someone's talking about you in the chat.
Yep.
They're asking me what was the juice that Grim liked, and then he said, "Oh, was that Snape's brand?" They're calling you. Yeah, they're calling you Snape from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
All right, Benny, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Rocky's. All right. So Rocky's got this for you. Benny's Bisquick, and it's got biscuit from Jungle Flavors at 1%, caramel from FA at 0.75. Caramel butter from Wonder Flavors at 1.5, condensed caramel milk 1-on-1 at 1, cookie butter from Wonder Flavors at 1, and milk and honey.
Milk and honey. Milk and honey.
Flavora at 0.4. Yep, of course he had milk and honey.
He doesn't have to put who made the recipe on there. As soon as you see milk and honey, you just know it was Rocky Tooney.
Milk and honey, it's Rocky Tooney. We know it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it sounds all right as that, to be honest with you. We did have another one, a question in earlier on, but I can't find it now. So, something about putting some cereal in with a biscuit.
Oh, yeah. Was that the Flavor West Crunch cereal, was it?
Yeah, it could have been,
Flavor West Crunch cereal?
Yeah.
I've never actually tried the Flavor West Crunch cereal.
That crunchy frosted cookie is actually good for a cereal because of the frosting.
Yeah.
Which does massively help with a cereal. Like if you just put some TFA berry crunch in there as well, and you've got yourself a cereal, bit of milk, done. It'll massively help a cereal that concentrate well. Oh yeah, like Liam said, crunchy frosted cookie is overlooked. It's really good, and it's diacetyl free as well.
All right.
With putting cereals in with a biscuit, they can help if you use them really low, as long as they've got AP in them, because it's that little bit of AP in the flavors that actually helps push up the mouthfeel and everything that you get from an actual biscuit. So if you like that Flavor West Crunch cereal, give it a try. It might very well work really well.
Well, I've just chucked that mix in the bin.
Oh, yeah.
TFA Crunchy Berry cereal.
All right.
I'm not
What's
even.
that?
I'm
Is it?
not even gonna let it.
I don't know. I haven't used it. I've got some. It's something that Graham made me buy at one time or another. I'm
Did
sure.
it?
It's a full bottle. I don't even think it's ever been cracked, as you can see, but I have it. So it's a Graham thing. I can tell you that.
It's got some strawberry and blueberry in there, and it's a good concentrate. Not overwhelming. You could use that up to like 8%, and you'll only get a tiny touch of strawberry and blueberry, and mostly cereal.
Smells
He's never
like
gonna
my
open
socks after I've had them on my feet for about 3 days.
He's never going to use it because he says it's a Graham liquid. So he's just going to
What
put it
is
on the
it?
shelf and point out that Graham made him buy it. That's all he's going to do for next.
Well, I have Graham's Revenge in here. I used a bunch of stuff that he had me, So
Did it turn out good?
it's actually not bad once I added something that he told me not to get. Yeah.
What did he tell you not to get?
He wanted a cake base, so we
I
gave him
wanted
cake base.
caramel in it, and he was like, no.
So, what have you been mixing up all then, Tim?
That's a good question. What have I mixed this week? I know I have mixed a few things, and not just on shows. I was actually just kind of in one of those moods. You finally get in those moods where you actually feel like mixing something different.
No.
So I made a raspberry watermelon gummy candy. That was actually for someone in the chat the other day that asked about it.
Sounds good.
A Mandalorian slammer, which if anyone's ever had an Alabama slammer, I'm sure you know what that is, Bill. Right?
No.
No. Okay, so it's like
Is that code?
no, it's actually an alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Peanut butter frosted cream, which if anyone's had PB party, it's very similar. It's like a nice, like a candy cream almost, but it's got real peanut butter flavor. Think of a Werther's kind of with less sweetener and just peanut butter flavoring. And a waffle with blueberries and cream cheese. And then Lady Liberty had me made her a basic amaretto cheesecake because I said basic because it doesn't have a crust. That, however, that one's the worst one it turned out. So that's what I made this past week. So yeah.
Do you ever just mix by looking over and saying, "Oh, that flavor," and I think I'll throw in some of that, or do
That's
you
what happened
always
with the
try to
peanut butter
have
frosted cream.
something in your head before you start it?
That's what happened with the peanut butter. I went over and I just picked up one of these random flavors out of this tray of Swaggies, and I looked and saw peanut butter and I go, well, I'm not going to leave just his peanut butter, but then I built off that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what came over me. I just decided to do like a candy cream, and it was kind of weird. I don't even know why.
Yeah, well, I think those are the best ones. I mean, it's like where you don't have the preconceived notion of what you're trying to make. You're just pulling out one and thinking, well, that will go with this. And then you set those two and then you get another one. And so when you go to vape it, it's not like you have in your head, this is what I'm hoping this tastes like an Oreo cookie or whatever else. You don't have anything there. You're just going to vape it. You hit it that first time and you're like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, that actually was
like
my favorite mix
had.
this week
Good.
too. Was that did not last the week because it was my favorite. Was that peanut butter frosted cream?
You lost me with peanut butter.
Yeah, I can't. The peanut butter comes out so strong. It's like
you'd be happy though. Benny has one cult flavor in it, but it's also got another peanut butter that goes with it. It's got peanut butter DX in it too, so it's okay.
Yeah. I'm not a massive fan of peanut butter. And then flipping, what are them ones that you munch on, Bill?
Reese's.
Oh, Reese's? Oh, yeah. Now, see, I can eat those, but I can't vape. It's like whenever I put peanut butter in any concentrate, if I can put 10 other things in with it, all I taste is peanut butter. And I can put the peanut butter in at 0.15 and put everything else in at 5%, and still all I taste is peanut butter. It just overwhelms everything I try to do, it seems like.
Yeah, it's like one of them coffee concentrate things. It just overtakes everything, and you're always going to notice it. Doesn't matter where you want it. It's fucking being where it wants to go.
Yeah.
I think Mirage Vanilla has got peanut butter in. Not Mirage Liquids.
It's kind of like the Glory, Liam. Remember with the peanut note. That surprised me. But I love the way it steeps because it will steep out, so it's got a little bit more tobacco, but not to the point where it's like overwhelming. It's like if you're new to using tobaccos or not sure if you like them, that's a really nice flavor to test.
Have you not tried Mirage? You must know Mirage.
I haven't
UK.
tried.
Nope.
You ever heard of Mirage? It's a shop. It's one of the biggest shops in UK.
No.
No.
I got some. I went in and bought a bottle of 10ml bottle. You know when you used to get 10ml bottles?
Yeah.
Went in and bought a vanilla. So it's just a straight vanilla, and all I could taste were fucking peanuts. I even took the top off to let it fucking breathe a little bit, and it still tasted shit.
You know what happened?
Maybe it was
They
relabeled.
labeled the
back
bottle
then.
wrong.
Yeah.
That's the
didn't-
Mirage. That's the Mirage. Mirage you into thinking it was peanut vanilla.
Yeah,
It was
Stuff is nobody else over there has heard of this place. I think Benny was dreaming.
Yeah.
No, it's a big company in UK, Mirage.
We had Cero. We had
Benny,
Cero.
what kind of biscuits were you eating? I'm just asking.
Sure,
we had a shop
sugar
called
is what he
Cero,
was.
and every one of their liquids had this taste to it where it just tastes like cheap shit, fucking 88 vape shite, and everything just fucking tastes exactly the same. Some was like strawberry with that Cero back note, and there was like blueberry with that Cero back note. Tutti fruity where it didn't taste like, well, anything. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm glad those days are gone.
Yeah, they
worst
just
one-
tell you what it is, and you thought it in your head. So some people could taste that because they thought it, but it wasn't the right thing.
No.
I got some. There's a company. I don't know if it's still doing it. Like it was DIY. It was called DIY company or something. It was called.
Yep, I have the yam. I have yam from them. That yam I tried. Remember when you had
Oh
your
yeah,
yam? That's from DIY. Yep,
Right.
DIY supply.
Yeah, Mirage is a Mirage. No one has seen it on a me. It was in the desert. Do you know when I went in Foreign Legion?
Has anyone in chat heard of it?
Mirage.
Yes, they were on a trip in the desert. You know, tripping on some peyote and
Back in
they
day
saw
when I went
Mirage.
French, when I went French Foreign Legion back in day, that was the only place I could get my liquid from.
No, I just realised we're doing a biscuit show and we haven't actually covered graham crackers, which I assume
Yeah,
biscuits
yam
in the
there,
US.
Benny.
Well,
All right, yeah.
You
yeah,
said
graham
digestive.
crackers are
That's close enough
nasty.
for us.
but then they're called graham. So what do you expect?
See, I didn't know what a graham cracker. I had to look up what a graham cracker was. Apparently, it's a religious biscuit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's similar to a digestive, but not quite a digestive.
A graham cracker is a cracker made by Graham. So yeah.
Well, I assumed. Yeah. I assumed that it was what is it? You know, when you go for prayers and they give you a body of Christ.
Yeah.
Your old Flavor West graham cracker. It
That's
won't
the
show.
coconut tin.
but That's what
Graham
it is.
cracker, and then there's graham cracker clear, and yes,
So a
there's
lot of
graham
people
cracker too.
used a lot of people used Flavor West graham cracker back in the day for a pie crust.
Yeah.
I really like the Flavor West one. It's got coconut in it though.
Used
There's a
it to
coconut
put it
notes.
in cheesecake. To give
Cheesecake.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the base, that's what for the biscuit base, a lot of people used to use graham cracker.
Mm. Yeah.
So that's what the FA Graham Crust is designed to do. It's made to be that crumbly biscuit base on the bottom of a cheesecake.
Yeah. Nicky Maynard, yes it is. That's the shop in Sheffield. Yes it is. I've got a load of shops.
How much has he paid you?
They did a mech mod. Sheffield still mech mod. Baby Sugar, you alright, mate? So yeah, they did a lot of. They did a mech mod made from Sheffield steel. But yeah, that's what I thought. I assumed that the graham cracker, when I looked at it, it was a religious biscuit.
Now I don't know how it would be religious.
Because apparently they made it first. Apparently,
But they claim they made it first.
Yeah.
You know how that works.
yes.
Now I don't know. The Girl Scouts use it to put it between, put some chocolate.
Where are we going with this, Bill? Bill, just be careful where we're going with this.
They
This
put
is
chocolate
PG-13,
and marshmallows in between 2 graham crackers and then melt it and call it a s'more. It's s'mores.
Mm.
I was getting yeah, I thought we were going down a different
Yeah,
different
Girl
path, like,
Scouts.
yeah.
No, that's
Girl Scouts are putting it somewhere.
s'mores is actually, here they are actually making cookies, but what it had basically started out as is you take marshmallows and you put them over, so you melt them and then you put chocolate
there we
on
go.
and then
Nevin's
2
looked it
graham
up.
crackers and you got s'mores.
See, Nevin's looked it up.
I told you it
So-
was a religious cookie.
So if you no, that's not religious. That's just to stop you shagging.
Yeah.
He nicked that idea from Kellogg's, didn't he? Because that's what cornflakes were made
Did
for.
anybody notice how pale Benny got all of a sudden as soon as Girl Scouts was mentioned? He
Yeah.
just lost all color.
The thing about it is, I can see where it would temper your sexual desires because there's some nasty taste in damn things, and you wouldn't want to do anything after that. It's like, oh my God, don't come near me. I've had a graham cracker.
Right, we are coming up to that time.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's why they don't remember Mirage. Just so
Yeah, I'm
remember
not
Mirage.
near as old as Benny.
Just type it in Google and check Mirage Village, and you'll find it. So yeah, we are.
Illusion.
It's an illusion. It's an illusion.
Yes.
It's all. We're not here. We're not an illusion.
It's an oasis.
So we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with the famous Mr. Nevins.
Well, thanks for having me, Benny. Been good to be here. Been good to kill some time. Been good to talk some mixing, some vape shit, some Mirage that aren't real. So buy my shit. I'll pass it on to Graham.
Buy my good shit.
Endorsed by Mr. Grim Green, both of you.
Yeah.
It is good shit.
Catch us over on Monkey on Juice. If you have any questions, just pop over there and then you can message me direct. And if you need any help for mixing,
Oh, it was zip it. It was zip it. It was zip it.
and I'll pass it on to Tim.
All right. You all know I'm kind of busy around the clock. So yeah, I got my show tomorrow night and then Saturday night on my channel. Then I got Mixers Helping Mixers on Sundays with Zippy and Larry. And I have Tuesday show with on Fresh Show 3's channel with Larry and Lumi. So yeah, that's my shows. And then you've been the rest of it, where you can find me, has been in chat all night. I've been watching it pop up, which is kind of unique. And I will pass it to, let's see here. I did Liam last. I did Bill this time.
I will be on the special Monday night edition of the Sunday night late night vape show this week. Since we're not doing one Sunday, Mick will put up the time on Monday.
Happy you're not doing one Sunday?
I'm going to be out of town. It's my anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary for this week. isn't it?
Basically, it'll be 34 years my wife's put up with me for some reason.
Oh.
Wow. I got to send her a gift.
Does she get like a commemorative medal or something from the mail? Or
I was thinking more like something similar to a Purple Heart. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will throw it down to Liam.
Thanks everybody in chat. Been great as always. And thanks for coming on, Nick. Gate crashing like you always do.
He's
always
more than
fun.
welcome. He's always welcome.
You can catch me pretty much most of the DIY groups on Facebook, including Monkey on Juice. And you can also buy my shit at Chef's Flavors and DIYFlavorchaser.com. And I will pass you over to Benny.
That's great,
Oh,
mate.
Yeah, Graham's been.
Okay. All right. I'm lost
It
in
was
the old
very
mirage.
memorable. It
was a mirage.
He's a mirage. He's not here, really. So thank you very much for joining us in chat. Thank you for being absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much to my fellow casters. Don't forget the Vapor Around the Walls are on. Go over and if you haven't voted, vote for... you put a little vote for myself if you would like. Don't forget to vote for... the liquids that are on here, Amatorium, and also Ancient Elixir for Newcomer. That would be fantastic. Let us get it all into... For a change, let's get people that, are on in the fucking awards. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so thank you very much. You will see us again next week on Wednesday. You will find me here on Sunday on NUVS. Go buy everybody else's shit that's on here that's putting out. Go check out Tim. Links have been coming in here. And check out Bill on Monday night. So we will see you all again next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Bye.
Keep waving. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ding.